welcome back to my channel. This is going to be one of the last few videos that we see in this bedroom. I think tomorrow's video is actually technically the last one we see. Say goodbye to this setup because next time you see all of this, it's gonna be very different. I'm so excited today because I am going to be working on my September TBR, and I say working on because normally I just come and tell you what books I'm gonna be reading. But this time, I'm going to be taking part in Becca's Bookoplathon during the entire month of September. Woo! I'm really excited about this. I've kind of given myself some rules to help aid how I want to be reading in it while also following all of her rules, of course. Let me quickly explain to you what's going down and then we can roll. I'll be vlogging the entire month. That includes weekends, but I'll only be vlogging while I'm reading for this readathon. There might be a few other books that I have to read during the month if I can't make them fit into my roles. Then I won't be vlogging those books for you all. Apologies, but I have a few books I need to be reading for other videos, so if I can't make them work, I still gotta read them. My plan is that I am going to roll 2 rolls right now because I like to read 2 books at a time. And every single time during the month's vlog, when I finish a book, I need a new book, I'm going to re-roll for that category. So generally speaking, I'm going to have a physical book or an ebook going at all times. I'm gonna have an audiobook going at all times. And oftentimes I finish 2 to 3 audiobooks in the amount of time it takes me to read 1 physical book. So hopefully that makes sense to you all. I just finished setting up my prompt. I'm not showing you the other page because I'm not telling you all of the books I plan on reading this month. I have some secret TBRs coming up, so you don't get to know. But I do kind of have the books on one side that I would like to accomplish this month. There are 12 of them. Hopefully I can roll the dice and make it work for these ones. Right now, like I said, I'm only going to be rolling 2, and then in the vlogs, as I finish, I'll roll for the next one. So you'll get to see me roll every single time. It'll just be not all in this video. Also, I am not printing out the board. I can't hang on to pieces of paper right now while I'm moving, so I downloaded the board, the Bookoplathon board for this specific month, and I am going to be rolling my dice and moving around on my iPad. On top of that, I have 2 dice. I decided to roll 2 different colored dice so that I can know if there's like a pattern happening. Like if the white dice is always rolling a 6, I would like to know that, and I'd like to never use this dice again, because if this goes really well, I might use this board in future months. I have my community chest and my chance cards. I already forgot which ones are which, but basically one of them has prompts on the back and one of them has specific books on the back. I did make sure that the one that has the specific books that I would have to read on the back doesn't match up with my TBR. So if I get any of those, they will not be things that I already wrote down as books that I'm really hoping to read this month. And a few of them are sequels that I really want to get to, but just don't have the time normally. Let's turn to the board now. I am going to be using as my little piece this, oh no, this snail I got when I traveled to Ireland. There's nobody home. He was long gone when I picked him up. I got him from Ireland when I was traveling over there because I like to collect rocks from different places, and I thought that this would be like a really cool alternative to collecting a rock from a place. Here's my dice. I'm going to try my absolute darndest to roll on screen so that it doesn't look like I'm cheating. So 6. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a book with a dark cover. So I decided to do book with a dark cover as my audiobook, and it just so happens that I just picked this book up from the thrift store and I was planning on using it for one of my videos next month, so it's actually perfect. And I'm not gonna tell you what that video is, but maybe you can make a guess because I think it might be kind of obvious when I show you what book I'm going to be reading. Divergent by Veronica Roth. So I have read this book. I read it a long time ago. I loved it then. Since, I have never reread it. Never saw the movie, continued on with the series, liked them less and less as they continued on. I've just never returned to this first one to see if it was actually any good or if like middle school, high school me was just obsessed with dystopian books. So we're gonna find that out. I actually was planning on physically reading this, but I needed an audiobook and this had a dark cover, and I found out that my library had the audiobook and it was available, so I have borrowed it and I will be listening to this probably in one day because it's only 11 hours long. If you don't know anything about this book, it is about a world where children are sorted into 5 categories. Watch me not remember any of the categories. I know there's candor, which is honesty, and then dauntless, which is bravery, erudite, which is intelligence, the nice people, and then the people who apparently are extremely forgettable. Also, there's like some homeless people. I'm getting way off topic here. So you are split into one of 5 categories when you come of age in this society, and you basically leave your family behind and go live with these people. We follow this one girl named Trish who basically chooses a society that no one thought she was going to choose. She leaves them to go become a dauntless. Hope that's not a spoiler at this point, peeps. I mean, and when she gets there, lots of things happen, and she basically finds out that like she is one of a kind, special, oh my god, above and beyond, has something that like someone else doesn't have. Oh my, YA protagonist. Lots of stuff happens, things go down. I will not be continuing on with the series, I can tell you that much right now, but I am excited to be picking up this one and trying it out once again, since this will be the only time I'm rolling twice, hopefully. 8. Did that have a 5 before? Green dice might be haunted. Okay, let's roll 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. LGBTQ plus representation. Okay, so remember that, because next time I roll the dice, I need to start there. So the next prompt is going to be a book with LGBTQ plus representation. And for that, I might have made a mistake. Let me show you the book first. The Tiger's Daughter by Arsena Riviera. So I just hauled this book rather recently, and I really want to read it, but it does have some kind of polarizing opinions about it. The main love interest is a lesbian love interest. That's at least what they say online. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if that's actually the correct title or not. And I do know that this book follows the end of a war, or a war has just finished, collapsed. Society is kind of trying to figure things out, and I'm hoping it's these 2 women because they're on the front cover. 2 women go off to try to figure out how to make things better, and I'm assuming the lesbian relationship is between them, but I don't totally know. I definitely don't understand fully what this book is about, because I don't understand how anything I just explained to you has anything to do with the tagline, "Even gods can be slain." But I'm excited, and I know that this book takes lots of inspiration from Asian culture. I believe it's specifically Chinese culture, but I don't want to say that because I haven't read it yet, and I'm not totally sure if that is where it is influenced from, but it's definitely from Eastern Asian culture. And it is a fantasy, it is an adult fantasy. The reason why I'm nervous about it and why I don't think this is such a great one to start off with is because it's over 500 pages. I think it's like, I'm trying not to spoil myself, 526 pages, and right now I'm just on the offside of Tome Topple, and I'm kind of tired of reading big books. So let's hope that this bad boy doesn't ruin me, because I'd like to read a lot more books this month than just this one. Those are the 2 books that I will definitely be, oh, did you see that? I scratched my face. So those are the 2 books that I will definitely be reading in the month of September. Stay tuned for my reading vlogs where you will get to see the next ones that I roll for. I'm really excited about this, and I want to say a huge thanks to Becca for letting us all use her board and for her putting all this work into making this readathon, Bookoplathon month of chaos. So much fun and so enjoyable for so many people. I honestly wasn't going to do this until I watched her video where she talked about the prompts and how this thing like came about, and I was hooked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what else I have to read this month. I'm nervous going into it because like I gotta read certain books. I haven't even touched either of the books that I'm supposed to be reading for my book club. It's gonna be interesting, but you should be able to see vlogs every Monday on my channel, and then some other type of video on Fridays this entire month. That's all, folks. If you've read any of these books, comment down below. I'd love to talk to you about them. No spoilers, please, because I haven't read one of them yet, and I'm trying to go into Divergent remembering as little as possible. Thanks for watching. I don't remember how my outro goes, but until next time, I'll talk to you all in the comments. Bye!